it might be that nobody shows up, but that's okay. Oh, look, I lied. Hello, we've got a whole bunch of people showing up. All right, this is cool. All right, y'all, it's 6:30 p.m. my time. Hello, Jan. Hi, everybody. Hey, Neff. Hey, Norma. Oh, my goodness. What are y'all doing? Y'all are awake. Hi, Megan. Look at this, you guys. Okay. See? People said, are you going to do a live in your jammies? Yes. I'm in my jammies. And messy hair. All the things. I had to put a little bit of makeup on, though. These lights, no makeup. I look like death warmed over. Hi, Tara. Okay. So, I see plenty of you coming on. That's so awesome, you guys. Okay. Wow, you guys are quick. Maybe people are staying up till the middle of the night. I don't know. So, 6:30 p.m. in California. Yeah, it's 6:30 p.m. here in Seattle, Olympia, Washington. Norma says, you're spoiling us this week. You look so cute in your PJs. This is so soft, you guys. It's so soft. 9:30 p.m. in Colombia. Cool. All right. So, hello, Katie Jo. Good to see you again. Nubelby. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Vilma. Hello. Hi. Hi, you guys. 8:30 p.m. in Florida. Oh, well, that's not too shabby. Florida? Only 2 hours? You wouldn't be on New York time? That's okay. I don't understand the whole state. Norma's 7:30 here. Wow. I figured it was going to be like, y'all were going to be in bed. Yes, I am in my PJs. I don't know how long I'll stay in it in case I get a hot flash, but there we go. BBB. It says crazy. I'm just putting in your order now. Good. Go. 8:30 p.m. in Texas. Cool. Hey, Vilma. 9:30 in Georgia. Okay, this is kind of civilized, although it's Sunday night, and I would rather be... Actually, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to chill and watch a movie with Corey, who happens to have a temperature of a low-grade fever. Gosh darn it, poor guy. Did you know that my mom was just telling me that 30 children have died of the flu this year? It's nothing to mess with, man. She keeps telling me, get your flu shot. I got mine this year, so I'm good. It's 8:30 in MO. Let's see. Hey, from Canada. Nancy says, hi, Anna. I've been with you since 2015. Oh, that's so awesome. A loyal Blissette. Woohoo. 11:30 a.m. on Monday here in Japan. Well, hello, Steffi's Nailsies from Japan. Katie says, hope Corey feels better. Oh, Nail Journey, you've been sick for 3 weeks. Ugh. Blah. Missouri, thank you. Thanks, Katie. All right. Well, all things considered, man. Oh, see, here goes. All things considered, I'm quite impressed with how many of you have shown up. And, oh, Corey wanted me to tell you this. I don't think you guys can really see it, but I am wearing my shirt inside out because he says, Anna, you got to show them the real you. And the real you is that I wear messy hair. I usually don't wear makeup. Yeah, not the fancy earrings, just the hoops that I can sleep in. And I wear my pajama shirts inside out because I don't like the tag. And so I wear everything inside out. Sometimes even during the day when I'm just wandering around the house. So there you go. It's the real me. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, all of you guys are resonating with the flu. Oh, look. Hello, Corey. I think he heard me talking about him. But I had a good day. what I do? I actually got to go say hello to my horse because since I've had a sprained wrist, I haven't done much. Yesterday I planted a whole bunch of daffodil bulbs in big pots, and I dug up so many bulbs from last year that I was like, I'm gonna lose them all. So I did a double layer of daffodil pot bulbs in a big giant pot. So I have no idea how they'll do, but anyway, that's Norma says, get well, Corey. Okay, so I promised everybody that was on yesterday that I would get all the questions, and I wrote them down. See, lots of writing. I wrote them down so that I would address them today, which is why I was like, oh, I have to get on. I have to get on. Even if it's 9 o'clock at night, I got to get on. So, okay. Lillem's asked me, how do I keep my Simply Peel brush from drying up and getting stiff? The bristles get glued together even though she's used her extra little brush that we include. Because latex dries. We like that. We like the fact that it dries. We just don't like that it dries in the bottle or on our brush. So the biggest tip, once it's kind of all goobered and dried up, there's really not a whole lot you can do other than you could try and take like a pointed toothpick and try and pull that stuff out. But we've had some people where it's just glued up enough that when they did that, there's this teeny tiny little staple right in there. You can't see it. Actually, you kind of can. But there's this teeny little staple that's holding that little brush in there, and it's really easy to pull that too hard, and then the whole little bristles just pop out. So the best thing to do to help try and minimize that, prevent it, is every time you finish, you're finishing up using it. So you've got it gets goobery. Okay, so if once it's getting goobery on the neck, you can easily wipe that part off with a tissue paper or a lint-free pad. A lint-free pad's probably better. But take this, wipe it off on the inside of the neck, and then get some warm water, soap if you need to, and get it all off. Get it all off before you seal it up. Also make sure that there is nothing on the neck, this top lip of the neck. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting hour because it's later and I might just screw up all my words. So that is what you do. And then also, just depending on your guys' temperature, your weather, especially those of you who are in hotter weather, it's just going to dry up faster. So that's why we've got extra brushes that we sell. So hope that helps. Kate Davis, I'm about to answer your question. Actually, you are next. You are next on the list. Kate Davis, 214. Your sister has really bad psoriasis, and that she says, I don't believe it. She doesn't believe that our products can help her psoriasis. I can understand that because we have been, since the days of snake oil, we have been promised all kinds of things and they don't deliver, and so we spend our money on things and we're disappointed, and then you get scared. You don't want to spend the money because it's just like, nope, it can't possibly work. And here's the other thing is that's really frustrating for us as a company, and we have these products. It's natural ingredients, although I could talk to you a long time about natural ingredients versus made in the lab ingredients, that we are not allowed to say that this is the crazy thing. We are not allowed to say that it helps ease psoriasis and eczema symptoms. Like literally, we can't even say that. Thank you, FDA. And you know who can? The drugs. the official drug companies, they have the right to say that things ease symptoms and cure and all of the other things. And so that's really frustrating because, okay, so you got symptoms for eczema and psoriasis. Is the medication curing it? No, it's treating it. And is it going to come back? Probably. Nails and Oil says medical people. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so Kate, my recommendation is, did I see Mrs. Stransky? I do see Mrs. Stransky. Hi, honey. That since she is very skeptical, as she should be, has every right to be, show her this, show her the video. Also, that two things. We have a 100% money back guarantee. Try it. No questions asked. If it doesn't work, great. If you're not happy, whatever. That falls into our mission of we believe in creating exceptional let me get it right. Life-changing products with an exceptional customer experience. And so that's just what we do. And so she can have the refund if she wants, if she's not happy. Also, I think the better direction would be go ahead and join over on our Facebook group. Have her join. So go to myblisskiss.com/healthy skin. It's a smaller group, but it's a very, very kind, loving support group. And it's for people who do have skin issues. And a lot of them you can't even pronounce because they're big, long, long words. And people have been using our products to help with those symptoms. And the reason that they work is because, even though I'm not supposed to say it, you guys get to say it, is because so much of our skin is, Mother Nature told us, it's our natural skin barrier of body oil. And when we wash ourselves too much, we're exposed to a lot more, our skin is exposed to a lot more chemicals and different soaps and ingredients and things. We like to put lots of lotions and with lots of different ingredients, and there's just all kinds of stuff. And then we go and eat, and we eat things that then can make our body annoyed at us. Where was I going? I was just telling Corey this yesterday. I'm like, it drives me nuts when I'm like blank. It just disappeared. It's gonna come back to it. Hi. All right, so I'm gonna finish Kate's thing of working on her. So we started that support group for skin issues to help people with that and to be able to see the before and afters and be able, because all of this is very, very uncomfortable. It's very raw. And many of you are posting pictures. And so, yeah, it's a very, very supportive group and cheering each other on and realizing that sometimes you're going to see results fairly quickly. Sometimes it may take 3 weeks. I know it works for eczema because I have 2 boys with eczema, and when they use it regularly, their eczema symptoms, all the redness, the itchiness, the scaling, that goes away. Now, if you stop, it comes back because we get in the shower with hot water and we use soaps and shampoos and all of those things. So, and then we eat yummy food that our body might not like. So the other person that I wanted to say, I was like, I know there's one more person, is the gal who runs her business in our big barn. And so she leases out 11 stalls and the indoor riding arena and everything. So that's her business. She takes care of that space. I don't have to worry about it. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Anyway, she has very bad psoriasis everywhere. She's one of those that always wears long sleeve shirts, always wears long sleeve pants, and I always see her like this almost all the time when I talk to her. And so I'm like, Deb, you gotta try our oil. And within 3 days, sold. She's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how well this works. This is so, yeah, I'm like, I know it's pretty awesome. So, you know what? Join these groups. Also, we have another support group that's for biters and pickers, for people who bite their nails or pick at their skin or bite their skin, or a combination of that one. That support group, another group of amazing ladies, is go to myBlissKiss.com/healthy nails, and you'll get access to all of the stuff. And we have it a closed group because we want you to be able to feel safe in that space, and we don't want weird people being not nice. Okay, so Kate, I hope that helps. Let your sister know that. See, and now I'm getting cold, so now back in the jammies. Okay, so the next one, Miss Fierce Fat Firefly. I swear, I think that is almost one of my. That one and Bugs Bunny Elbow. You guys come up with some of the most awesome ones. Okay, Fierce Fat Firefly. Tell me more about the lotion stick. How much do I use? It's such a great question, because you get this big giant tube. I'm sorry for it being so bright. At least on Facebook it looks blinding. YouTube or Instagram doesn't look so much. So you get this big giant tube, and it's solid, and it's very easy when you have these products that are oil based and butter based. It's very easy to put on too much. So for me, I do the back of one hand. That's it. And then I rub the backs of my hands together, and all of you know who listen to me all the time that I don't like greasy palms, so I do it all on the back first, and then I rub that last little bit so that I'm not leaving a slimy trail. So literally, this could last you a long time, unless you're slathering it all over your body like some people do. My best friend, and she loves feeling greasy, so she goes through quite a few lotion sticks. Okay, so, and you use it, once you've got that feeling of what it feels like, and you wash your hands a few times, and you're starting to feel your hands get drier again, you can put a little bit more on. It's fantastic for the intensive hydration treatment, with the nitrile gloves and our oil and the lotion stick, and yeah, it just makes your hands feel fantastic. Okay. Lacquer Quest number 1. The Get Naked Challenge. Do we do the overnight hydration 3 nights in a row, and then regular application during the day? Not unless you want to. Basically, so the way the original challenge started which was the way I discovered it on my own just by letting my nails talk to me. They told me that they needed more oil. So I just kept reapplying it. When my nails felt all dry, then I just kept applying more and more and more and more. But when one of my best friends, Britt, when she came up with the overnight hydration treatment because her skin was so dry, she was just like, I got to figure out a way to trap all this. And so she started putting on nitrile gloves, and she lovingly calls them crime scene gloves. And so she was just so pleased, and she's like, Anna, you got to try this. And when I did, I was just like, this is absolutely amazing. And so we thought for this challenge, actually, to have people be more successful, because a lot of people, that first 24 hours with naked nails, and they're dry, really, really dry and brittle, and so it's very easy, that first 24 hours, they're so fragile that you can break them. And so I thought, you know what if you do the intensive treatment? If you do it overnight, better. You might have interrupted sleep because you're not used to it, or at least doing 2 hours, 4 hours for your first day, that jump starts it so much more. It's almost like getting that first 24 hours or even more, right? Just your body heat makes it absorb faster. And so it's actually, you will, I mean, we wanted to sort of do it as, oh, it's a 24-hour challenge instead of a 3-day challenge, but unfortunately, you won't see much difference. I mean, the person doing it will feel the difference, but in terms of like the before and after pictures, it won't look that much different. You'll feel it different. So I still recommend too that you continue, especially if your nails are really, really dry. Just continue it for the 3 days, but you don't have to be as totally on top of it for 3 whole days. So, you know what? Here's a big thing is I invite you guys to experiment on yourselves. This is what I do. I just go, well, let's try it. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, out the door. So it's okay to try these things and go, yep, that worked for me. Nope, that didn't work for me. Okay. So I answered that one. Okay, I've got like 3 more, and then I can get to the questions that you guys are asking. Stars 1147. She banged her nail on a surface, and her nail bent pretty badly, but thankfully it didn't break. She got a large crack in her nail polish, and then a few days later she took off her polish, and there was a horizontal peel across the nail this way. Okay, so what she didn't know the name of it, and what I call it is a stress fracture. What Doug, the author of Nail Structure and Product Chemistry, says is it's called a fissure. Stress fracture is a little bit easier to say. So what happened is you had such a force on your nail that it did bend, and it didn't bend in a nice curved way. It went, and so there was so much force that it couldn't help but crack. And so all of these layers, and I don't have a picture of what that looks like, other than the picture of one that happened on my nail that's on the blog post that I wrote about it. So what happened was the polish is the first thing to show you that this is what happened, that you banged it, and it was with enough force that it actually cracked the polish. And sometimes that's all that happens, but then sometimes it actually does, and this tends to happen to me on my index fingers because of the way they're shaped. This side will bend in if I'm making the bed, which I try not to do. I try and get Corey to do that. Making the bed or doing something, and this side bends, I will get, and my thumb too. Oh, that's right. This one happens a lot, where it will bend, and I'll get that stress fracture. So, the first thing to do would be to make sure that when you see that crack in the polish, take it off immediately, because what you have is this open crack that then water can get into. And so you've got this stress fracture that's happened, and water's getting in there, and it can start to pull those layers apart. So the first thing is get that polish off, take a look at what's happened. Does it need a tea bag or like a silk wrap or a fiberglass wrap, little repair right there? It's I like that better than the tea bag, because tea bags are wimpy and I'm kind of too hard on my nails. So you would want to be able to do that repair, and then get polish right back on it. Now, it's still going to be a stressed point. So if you bend it again, you very well may likely break that corner off. And then you do my next favorite repair, which actually is my now favorite, is this nail is not mine. This is a plastic nail that I put over here because I banged my matrix. I slammed my thumb in the stall door dealing with my horses. And so I had this huge blood blister that's growing out on this side. And the layers started to pull apart. And so I've been watching this grow since back here. And all of a sudden, the layers just started to crumble off. And then my nail started to tear halfway across this way. And I'm like, from here. I'm like, this is not a good thing. So I've just covered it up with a plastic tip. And this is not tip, a plastic nail. Because the tips glue up here. I wanted the whole coverage. So that was another long-winded answer for that. There you go. So stars. And for anybody who else wants to read about that stress fracture and what that is and how you deal with it, although I just explained it, if you want to read more, see the picture of actually what that looked like on my nail, go to Google my Bliss. It's late. Google nailcarehq.com and stress fracture. Okay. LMSKOK. I'm going to try it. Say, how often can I do or should I do the overnight hydration treatment? As much as you want. I usually don't do it more than once, but that's because if I'm going to do it as a hydrating my nails treatment, then I want to get polish on the next day. So I only do it one night. I also have realized that, and as you guys, as you've been doing this longer, oiling, taking care of your nails, keeping them more flexible with the oil so that when you whack them into something, they bend. When you are doing that regularly and you're using polish and the Fab 5 wrap, base coat, top coat wrapped all the way around your tips, when you're doing that, you'll find that you don't need as much treatments. You don't need as much intensive hydration care, all of that, because of having the polish on. It's prevented all the water damage that so many of us have at the beginning before you've ordered Bliss Kiss. So you'll find that your nails just naturally stay more flexible because you're protecting them. And you're wearing gloves, right? You're wearing gloves everywhere. Everywhere. For everything. Except when you're not doing everything. I said it was late. Okay. Okay. Shell's Nails Hawaiian Heart 69. My nails always get fractures on the sides and my nails seem to peel. I have one nail that had a break line, that's the stress fracture, and needs help growing her nails. She moisturizes all the time, she uses nail oil, and that's not working. So, Shell's Nails, if you are on, these are the kind of questions when it gets that kind of big of like, I sort of can read in between the lines of, there could be 5 or 6 reasons why all of that is happening. And sometimes it's very easy for me to tell what it is when I see a picture. So feel free to send me a in-focus picture if you're having something that you feel like you haven't found the answer on my website. Because I've written over 90 articles over at nailcarehq.com. So if you Google that plus the keywords that you're looking for, you're most likely going to find what I've written about it. And then if you're not able to find those answers, then feel free. Contact me, email me, DM me, come back on a live. I usually do these every Thursday, with the occasional changing it to Wednesday because of something happening on Thursday. All right, look at that. I now have a half an hour to answer questions before I turn into a pumpkin. Okay, so there's usually not as much over on Facebook, so let me go grab those. Okay. Hi, Amy. Nancy says you need tagless pajamas. Actually, it turns out this shirt has no tag. It's printed on there. But Corey goes, no, you need to show the world who Anna really is. Faith says she has skin issues. So Faith, join our Facebook group. Go over to myblisskiss.com/healthy skin and go check that out. Ask questions. Go see before and after pictures. Jan says she's doing the hydration treatment as she's watching this. Yay, education and glorious skin and nails. I fully support that. Letitia, hi. Vilma, where can I get Doug's book? On Amazon.com. It's pricey. Just warning you right now, it's a college textbook. Is it worth using the nail oil product if I have gel polish on my nails? Great question. Yes. It will not penetrate through the gel product to the nail plate. So, and the same way with nail polish. People go, do I have to go naked? Do I have to take my polish off to do this? Actually, that's the funny thing. They don't say, do I have to go naked? It's like, do I have to take my nail polish off to do this? Yes. If you would like your nails to get stronger, then yeah. But what our oil does do is it penetrates into the top surface of your product. So polish, gel, acrylic, it penetrates into those top layers, top little bits of it, and I'll show you something and it helps keep the plasticity of the product. So remember I talked about when your nails absorb all of the oil, it increases the plasticity of the nail. It does the same thing with your product and helps prevent, especially I've noticed it with polish, premature cracking. It prevents premature cracking. I can't say it eliminates it, but I find that especially if you're really, really dry weather and you notice that your polish starts to get these little micro cracks in it, that's just because the product is getting too dry, too old, as it's on you. Not old in the bottle, but as it's drying out. And so the oil can help keep that plasticized, keep that more flexible. So what I want to show you guys is, you look at your nails and you think they're solid. Okay, sorry for the blinding light. So this is what your nail plate actually looks like under a microscope. And you can see, so these are the keratin cells. And then here's a great example of the layers, okay? And so then underneath here is another layer. Well, our products are like that also. They are not solid. They have these little microscopic holes in them and stuff. So the oil can penetrate into that top surfacey area of it. It gets into those little holes. Okay. You guys are being awesome over on Facebook and helping me out answering those questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rachel, should you be concerned about doing shellac too often? No, you do not need to be concerned about doing it too often. This is the thing that is frustrating for both me and Doug Schoon and a whole lot of nail professionals, is that it's not the product that's damaging the nails. It's the process. It's the process of how your nail is prepared, how the product is applied. Gel can be a tricky issue because of how it's cured and which lamp you're using. All right. Put a pin in it right there on my nose is that I'm going to talk about LED lamps. But and then the most important one is how is the product removed. And so soak off gels have to soak off. They cannot be soaked off partially and then scraped off or pushed with an orange wood stick. When the manufacturer's instructions say to use an orange wood stick to gently push the product off, why? Why do you have to use an orange wood stick? Why can't you just take a piece of cotton or a lint-free pad and pull the product off this way? That should tell you, is there any residue left behind? Let me find that thing. Okay. Okay. I had to figure out which one it is. This one. Right here. And so see these little bumps? It kind of looks like craters in the moon. Those are residual bits of gel that have not dissolved. Okay. So if you take your gel off and it's still, you run your fingers along it and you still feel these little bumps, that is undissolved gel. And you should soak a cotton pad again, wrap yourself up for another 10 minutes, and then you should be able to slide all that off. I could go into all kinds of other things, and that's when it gets into really like being able to sit with you and have sort of this dialogue of, okay, here's what you're experiencing. What did you try? Did you do this? Did they do that? Did they not do this? Blah, blah, blah. This is why when it drives me nuts when somebody goes, my nails keep breaking. Why? Well, I don't know. I need to ask you about 20 questions to figure out why. And it drives me nuts when people give advice and they didn't ask a question at all. It's like, how can you give advice when you don't have the whole picture? Let me go back. So Rachel, DM me on Instagram if you're over there, because that's where I'm faster at getting back to you. Hopefully you have Instagram, because I would like to ask you a few more questions and remind me that you're the person who's talking about shellac too often. Because I know you guys all think I remember all of you, and I would love to remember all of you, but I don't. So I do need mental triggers of, what did we talk about? Okay. Jennifer, yes. Pajamas. Jammies. So, Kelly says, I love your products. Tell everybody about the nail oil. Hi, Suri from New York City and Vegas. Jennifer saw a question. I want to make sure. Oh, I'm hoping I get everybody. From another live, not sure if it was answered. Do you need to wipe off the oil or wait a while before painting your nails? Okay, so that's a great question. And you can find all of the instructions on how to prepare your nails and do a manicure process when you Google nailcarehq.com and Fab5 Wrap. And yes, we get, especially with the oil, because oil does attract dust, we need to cleanse the nail plate before you put polish on. So I prefer, you could use acetone, but I prefer rubbing alcohol and then a lint-free pad. And I use that, and then I use a Q-tip underneath with the rubbing alcohol and clean the tips under there, and then you're good to go. Okay. All right. Instagram. I see a whole bunch of stuff just flying by. Okay. Sorry, I gotta go back a ways because y'all are asking great questions and making great comments. You guys are so nice. Maury says, I'm faithful user. See, this is the problem with white. I get white letters on a white robe. Okay. Faithful user of the oil pens, but this year I'm working in a nurse's office in school. My cuticles and nails are awful. Help. Lotion stick. Lotion stick was created for people who are working with fabric, paper, and water and cannot get away from that. So you want the lotion stick for sure. And then you actually would really love the overnight hydration treatment, the intensive treatment, whether you do it for 2 hours or overnight. That's totally up to you. I think it's going to be ideal for people in the medical industry, anybody who especially has to deal with water and ends up with cracked hands and stuff. That treatment, that intensive treatment, is going to help your body heal so much faster. Okay. Yeah. Maury, washing your hands way too much. The oil pens are just not enough. Your hands are in constant water. So yeah, that was another part of what I had my mother, Mrs. Chemist, do. Was I said our oil is so light, it rinses off if you have to have your hands in very much water for very long. And I said I needed something that created this water resistant barrier, and so that's what she did. And look at that. Corey already answered the question. Sorry, Corey, I didn't see your answer. Latex-free household gloves. Corey answered that one. I think I saw. Our dishwasher gloves. Dishwashing gloves. Right now we just have them in the medium because we weren't sure how well they were going to sell. So we just started with medium, and we thought we'd see how well they do. I think after the sale, we'll probably start analyzing the numbers and seeing if that's something we want to carry more of and invest in having that inventory. McCurry, were you able to check my direct message? I can't check direct messages when I'm doing a live, so I will go look. Norma says, I know for sure that when my nails turn clear now, I know for sure that they have plenty of oil. Yes, they do. Neff says, many companies are going to stop making latex gloves, especially with powder. The nitrile gloves will be available in stores. They are available in stores. They're not cheap. The site is a good deal. Love larger gloves. I sort of feel like I'm missing something in that. Yeah, a lot of companies, we're going to see this. We're going to see this happen. And we already actually are. So, the original hospital gloves were latex gloves, okay? Then you started, because these people have to wear them all the time, constantly changing their gloves, they end up with latex allergies. So, what's happening? So then all of the latex was like, get those out of the hospitals. Now everybody has to use nitrile gloves. Okay, well, I don't know how long that's been going on, but guess what? Now we're seeing nitrile allergies. So this is just going to be the nature of, it's just the way it is, I mean, when what works for one person is you can't do this. Well, okay, latex is awful. Now everybody has to use nitrile. Well, for some people, there are going to be some people who are allergic to both. But for the most part, you probably get to pick one of them and have that work. So I wouldn't be surprised if at some point latex gloves come back to the hospital so that people have an opportunity to pick one or the other. So let's see. Does Corey use your oil and lotion stick? Did Corey answer that? There he did. Corey uses the oil after he shaves, and on one leg he has really dry skin, so he uses a lotion stick on the other leg due to dry weather and between a few of the toes and keep them from cracking. That's so funny. You use oil on one leg and lotion on the other? I mean, I knew you were weird, but well, oh my goodness. I have to tell you guys, when he uses right now he has the winter lotion stick. So he comes in and gives me a kiss in the morning and gives me my coffee, and it's like this Christmas tree is walking right by me. It smells really good. All right, back up. Okay, Joe, today is day 2 of the challenge for me, and oh my God, I can tell. I know, right? They are not as dry anymore, and I can't feel the damage anymore. It's so awesome. Corey said, I do use the oil on my nails, but I'm not very consistent about it, and Anna gets me a lot about it all the time. Corey does this. He sits there and he tries to fix the unevenness of his thumbnail. It's by going like this. and he's trying to use his tooth to like be his file. I'm like, you do realize that we have these, but it's probably not nearly as convenient to go get that because his teeth are right there. It drives me nuts. Let's see. Oh, Lisa. LMSKOK is Lisa. You're welcome for the answers. Anna, how do you feel about soaking your nails in white vinegar instead of water on many days? Okay, so Elba, I would like you to go Google nailcarehq.com and chipped polish in the shower. So about what that's going to do, and I talked a little bit about earlier, I don't know if you were here, but let me talk about it again. Okay, so this picture, if I can get it, so this is peeling. This is called also called delamination, and this is a very, very extreme case. But what happens is water gets between those layers. Oh, and I haven't had a chance to show this one. Is this the right one? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. This is like is this one it, or is it this one? I think it's this one. Sorry for the pause. All right, it's this one. This is when you're looking straight at the edge of your free edge. So you're looking at it straight on this way. Okay, this is your free edge. See all those holes? That is all soaking up water. So then what happens is, remember I was showing you guys the book? I was showing you the book yesterday. So you got all these nice layers here, but then the water gets in the edges and it pushes all those layers apart. So then those those layers start to peel back because the water has just been getting in there and pushing all the layers apart. And so that is how they peel. And so vinegar is what? Basically just water. So it doesn't matter whether it's vinegar, it's water, it's lemon juice. If it's water-based, it's going to damage your nails. So don't use it. And if you're using vinegar in order to try and whiten your nails, bail on that idea, because if you like polish and you like wearing lots of colors and stuff, you are going to have yellow nails that gradually get tinted yellow. Not sure why, but they just start to get tinted yellow, and it's not a big deal, especially because if you're like me and you love polish, you're just going to cover it all back up and have a beautiful manicure. So don't worry about it. And those of you who've been hanging out with me long enough know that white nail tips equals dry nail tips. Transparent, clearish nail tips are very well hydrated nail tips, and stronger and more flexible at the same time. It's amazing. Naf says, I used your oil on my guy's dry spots and his skin looks better faster than other lotions that he's used before. I love this. I love it too. Thanks, Naf. Anna, Corey, he's like, in case Anna doesn't get to it. That's good. Corey, you're so awesome. Izzy says, I love that Corey's answering the questions in the comments. Nails and oil. I woke up with a bug bite. I put the lotion stick on the itchy spot and it went away quick. Hot dang! I need to try that when I get mosquito bites. Yes, because mosquitoes like to eat me. Did you know that all mosquitoes are female? And did you know that they are attracted, I just learned this last year, they're attracted to a blood type, I know that they're also attracted to a certain body temperature, and they are also attracted to perfume. So when you go camping, what's the moral of the story? Don't wear perfume, make yourself really cold, and whatever else. Yeah. And take your lotion stick, because apparently that works great. I am trying that. Corey's being so good. Yeah, because guess what? I'm going to turn into a pumpkin again. No. When did I start? I don't know. When did I start? A quarter till? 10 till? Ooh, maybe I've got more time. Lisa says, I love how you two work together. Yeah, we make a good team. Oh, Nancy says O blood type. So if you're an O, mosquitoes like O blood type. She says, I'm a magnet around mosquitoes. I wonder what my blood type is. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? I don't remember what mine is. I know Corey's, you guys are going to go, Corey's is be positive. And he remembers that because it's like, it's my mantra. My blood type is my mantra. Be positive. Maury says, I never knew what made those cracks in my polish. I thought it was my nails bending it and causing it. Some of it is, but when you see all of these teeny little cracks in your polish, that's just because the polish is drying out while it's on your nail plate. Oh, Cinderella. You're welcome. There, I just answered your question. What causes the cracks in nail polish? Bugs Bunny. Why am I doing this so late? Because I couldn't get my Rusty Dusty to get over here. Actually, so I knew I needed to do it, and Corey and I sat in bed till like 10:30 in the morning talking about how much screen time our children should have, and is it time to start limiting them, and how are we going to do that? So we drank 2 cups of coffee and sat in bed and figured that out, and then got up, and then what did I do? Did some laundry, went and fed the horses, put some silk flowers in the big giant pots in front of the big barn arena, then had to go pick up my son from a Boy Scout weekend, and then since I've been wearing makeup more, I wanted I've been wearing a lot more foundation for these lives, and I'm like, I'm needing to upgrade the makeup tools. So I went to TJ Maxx and I got some makeup brushes, and then had to wander around, and I found all kinds of other things on clearance and stuff. And then I got home, and then I needed to eat, and then I needed to write down the notes of the people who had asked questions yesterday, and voila, there was my day. So that's why I'm so late. And guess what? It's still not too late, because Bugs Bunny Elbow, you are here. Maple lacquer just ordered. So excited. I'm very excited for you too. I'm so excited for all of you, especially if you're brand new and you're about to become loyal Blissettes and you just don't know it. Oh, Mrs. Stransky, you're so nice. I've joined some new nail tech pages, and they've never heard of your oil, so I'm spreading the love. She says I'm spreading the word, but I know you're spreading the love. That's so awesome. It makes my heart happy. And we actually did try we did it. It was a process for a couple of months where we were working. We were like, well, maybe we need to, this was back when we still had the business in our house, of maybe we need to make sure that we need to focus on getting our product into the salons. And so we spent like a couple of months. We sent out like 750 samples, and then of course then you got to do the following up, because I think only like 2 salons called and were like, I have to have this. I love it. It's totally different. The rest of the people we had to call and see if they had even tried it, and then if they hadn't tried it, then we needed to call them back in a week, and blah 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 blah. And anyway, we just, for the amount of effort, it was too much effort and not enough return. And so we were just like, well, I think the salon industry is just going to have to find us, especially when we started doing our mission and values. And we realized, you know what? We cannot serve everybody. So who do we serve best? And my passion is the DIY industry. It is all of you who just want to do this at home, whether it's that times are a little leaner right now, and so you're taking a break from the salon until your income is better, and then you can go back and pamper yourself, or you just want to take care of your nails on your own, or you want to do your own nail art, all of that. I realized that's who I'm supporting. Doug Schoon supports the nail professionals. That is his passion, his niche, so to speak. So I realized I don't need to be there also. My passion is taking his scientific knowledge and sort of filtering it through my brain and then writing it in a way that some people have said it sounds just like I'm sitting next to you on the sofa and we're just having a conversation. And that is the highest compliment. So for those of you who have said that to me, thank you very much. So that's my passion. And so I feel like our products, yes, they belong in the salon and the tattoo. This is one that I really would like to do. And the tattoo salons, parlors, establishments, because of how well the oil helps with the aftercare process of tattoo healing. Is that the legal way to say it that works? So we know that although our products belong there, they're just going to have to find us. And so I'm really passionate about teaching all of you guys. And I think the highest validation is when I have nail professionals like Mrs. Stransky saying, you're all over it, you're on it, you've got it right. I'm so glad you're doing this. And then I have other nail people who have like just graduated or they've only been doing it for a year or two, and they're like, I have learned more from you in the last couple of hours than I did in my whole nail tech school weeks, however long, depending on what state you live on and everything. Of like, they're learning from me, and it's like, wow, that is so cool. So there we go. Occur wishing I put a note about the iodine. Oh, that one. Yes, I am going to research that about the white iodine, and I just turned into a pumpkin. It's 2 minutes. I'm going to research that, and I think I'm actually going to reach out to Doug Schoon about that, because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that that's going to strengthen your nails. So, Cinderella, I'll get back to you about the iodine. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm coming back tomorrow. I think Corey's gotten in there and answered a bunch of things. A minute and a half. Time flies when I'm with you guys. It's so cool. But then when I go for another hour, which I probably could, but then I'd start to lose my voice. It took me a while to find my voice from yesterday. All right, a minute and 13. So you can find my articles over at nailcarehq.com. You can find our products over at myBlissKiss.com. The sale, our semi-annual sale, which is big. This is a big one. We've done a lot of really cool discounts this time. That ends Tuesday, and Corey wants to extend it. So it was going to end Tuesday morning at 11, and he's like, I think we should have it go till midnight. So I'm like, you know what? You're the CEO. You get to decide. So he's deciding. Anyway, so that'll go through Tuesday midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you need to know when that is because you're hanging and you're sitting on the edge of the fence and you're just not sure, then you get some extra time. Okay. And I'm going to be cut off. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Hey
Hey, it's Anna. I've written over 70 nail care articles that you can find at nailcarehq.com. And if you're looking for products that will help you have longer, stronger nails, visit myblisskiss.com. Be sure to push the subscribe button and turn on notifications to get alerted when I publish more videos. This is Anna, signing off and sending you bliss.